Hello, Leadership Council. Kyle Anderson here, the Executive Director for your Leadership Council. I'm joined today by the crew of Madison County Employment Training. We just had a great discussion about the plethora of things that you guys do. There's so many different aspects that they affect businesses and employees and unemployed people who are looking for help. And this team does an amazing job with that. You can just feel the energy with you guys, and it's a great place to be a part. So it's been a great morning so far. So I truly appreciate your time today. So you want to start off with introduction? We'll go around the table and do some introductions.
Sure. So I'm Tony Furman, Director here at Madison County Employment and Training. You can go next, Tony.
Mm-hmm. Antonio Stevens, One-Stop Service Manager here at Madison County Employment and Training.
Kayla Mosing, Work-Based Learning Coordinator, which really is fancy for overseeing the business services.
Brooke.
Brooke Andrews, Madison County Employment and Training. I'm the Business Service Representative.
Darlene Ladd, Assistant Director.
And so, if you guys could provide a brief overview, just so people know what you guys do.
So we like to say we're the best kept secret in the region as far as being able to assist individuals and also the business community in what they need. What you'll hear from all of us is that it is a no-cost option for both the individuals and the businesses in a lot of cases. That's what we pride ourselves on. We want to be the most ungovernmental government agency that you deal with. So, I mean, we have one rule around here, and it is if an individual comes in, they never leave with an absolute no. We may not be able to help them, but we're always going to refer them to somebody or some program and make that warm handoff that we can assist them.
I love that. I have a very similar philosophy that was instilled in me a long time ago by a mentor. Is that someone called up and my colleague said, "Well, you have to call this number," and then he ripped out and said, "We don't do that. You help them. They call here, you help them." So I love that. So speaking of that, let's dive into some of the services. I'm a job seeker. I'm unemployed for the first time in a while. So I walk in these doors. What can I expect? What can you guys help with?
So Tony,
First of all, we're going to greet you, but after that, we're going to ask, what brings you here, because we want to hear from the customer to make sure that we are actually providing the service that they actually want. Usually a customer come in, they may say, "Hey, I don't have a job. I don't know what direction to go." Then we start with actually showing them what services we can provide. So we do a brief tour of the resource room and stuff like that, so they can see kind of where things are. We explain to them, what these things are as far as that, because sometimes people come in wanting a job, but they also need help with utility assistance or other things that's outside of our normal job pattern, but we are able to provide them with those services as well. So if a person absolutely don't know what they want to do, then we look at assessments perhaps. We have a conversation with them and say, "Hey, what kind of work that you previously done? What kind of work that interests you? What kind of work excites you? What's your hobbies?" and things like that. Try to make a good assessment, and then we try to help the customer be able to point out or identify a particular industry or career field that they would be best appropriate for. Then we also help them with anything of resume writing, anything of interviewing. So we can do
like a mock interview?
Mock interviews and stuff like that. We tell them about various workshops, different programs that we have going on inside the building or in the community. And if there's some things that we can't provide to them, we do have a referral system that we have in place that we can directly do a warm handoff to the individuals. So there's paperwork that we fill out on our end. We make sure that it gets to the appropriate agency with their information on it, and then we do follow up to make sure that the agency have contacted that person. Sometimes the person may be timid or shy as far as wanting to reach out to those other services, so we want to do that one handoff to them at that point. But back into the resource center, all of our services are at no cost. to them. So even if they have limitations of maybe utilizing the computer and stuff like that, we do have staff that can guide them. They won't do it for them because we think the best method of that is a person doing it themselves. We just take the appropriate time for them to get it done and assist them as they need it to walk through it. We get people that never ever used the resume writing software, and we have that on our computers as well. We have people that never have used a professional copier machine or fax machines, things like that. So we walk them through that to be able to allow them to utilize those services as well.
Okay. Yeah, but we had 2 people walk right in today. So, okay. So a lot of services for the individual. If I'm a business, are there anything that you guys can help with the business? Because obviously we all know that workforce is a huge issue for business, for retention, keeping employees, for growing them in their workplace. So if I'm a business, is there anything you guys can do to assist?
So Brooke, why don't you touch on our social media sites?
Yeah, definitely. So Kayla and I deal with the business side, and we help employers that are looking to hire. And so one of the services we do offer is job postings. So I can put out job postings around the local area for any employer that's looking to hire. So we can do that on our Facebook page or our LinkedIn page, and then to our email networks as well. Our Facebook page has grown significantly over the past year. And our LinkedIn is growing slowly as well. But it is nice to have that universal service at no charge again, that I can put out those postings for employers that are looking to hire.
So when Brooke says our Facebook page has grown, we're up to almost 10,500 followers. And we see companies post jobs and we see them share hundreds to 1,000 times. But that's not the key part. We've had employers reach out to us and say, yeah, I brought in 20 qualified people for interviews who said, I saw this on your Facebook page. So, I mean, we can talk about having an impact. That's having an impact for the business.
So do I call? Do I email? How do I get those?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
reach out anyway.
All the information, we'll provide links in the comments, or Weston might have some graphics that you can click on inside the video.
So besides that, then also we offer other services for business as well, and Kayla can touch on those.
Yeah, so we can do training for businesses. That can look like on-the-job training, whereas we pay like a wage subsidy, 50% of the new hires' wages if they're eligible per WIOA standards, of course, for 6 months while they get their feet wet and get going on the job. We can also come in and help upskill employees as well. So that would be for like the current staff working at the business.
Okay. So yeah, a lot for businesses as well.
Right.
For that. So I know you guys are always trying to think outside the box and how you can assist every individual, every walk of life, and every business. Very innovative and winning awards from across the state and nation. So talk a little bit about your innovative programs.
Sure. So Darlene, if you want to talk about our high school apprenticeship program.
Sure. So we've been very successful in the area, partnering with area high schools and businesses. We have developed apprenticeships that have been specifically designed for students with disabilities who are in their senior year of high school. The goal is to help them transition into gainful careers or jobs when they graduate, because not all of these students are college bound. So this way they are able to bridge that gap and kind of ease some of the parents' thoughts and worries about what they're going to do when they get out of school. One of our amazing partners has been ACT with the bus cleaning system. They're bus sanitizers, and that's been very successful. These students have gone from part-time hours to full-time upon graduation.
So in addition, we do have other grants. Another one. So the St. Louis Region Workforce Directors work well together. I know a lot of times we think the river is a barrier in workforce world. It hasn't been. We received a U.S. Department of Labor apprenticeship grant 3 years ago now, with the goal of creating 750 new apprenticeship programs or apprentices in the region, targeting 3 areas, bioscience, healthcare, and education. We've seen the biggest impact in education, the big teacher shortage. McKendree University in Lebanon created the first teacher apprenticeship program in the state of Illinois. We've seen their first graduates come through, and their education program has become the biggest program that they have on campus. In addition, each year we receive a state supplemental grant anywhere. 2 years ago it was over 200,000. Last year it was 40,000. This year it's 80,000. So we work with America's Central Port to do a week-long trades boot camp where young individuals graduating high school can come down and sample each one of the trades sort of ideas. They do electrician, they do carpentry, they do concrete work, and get an idea if that's something they want to do. In addition, we've received a $500,000 apprenticeship expansion grant, which we'll be rolling out here, working in several different industries. We're taking the high school apprenticeship program and extending it to individuals who have graduated high school with disabilities. Many times they fall off a cliff and there's really nothing available. We're seeing what we can do with what we've already established and moving it to that group. In addition, we're doing a whole lot of work in the hospitality industry, so working in some culinary apprenticeship programs. And one thing I'll mention at the end, customer service is a big deal. We're working with the National Restaurant Association. We've done over 450 trainings for individuals, either high school, industry, chamber members, our staff actually, on a 4-hour customer service certification through the National Restaurant Association. Customer service is something you're interested in, please reach out to us and we can get those scheduled. Currently, there is no charge because part of the state grant a couple years ago, we purchased the books and the testing material.
All right. So you guys do so much, and it's amazing all the different facets of our of the workforce and businesses that you guys touch. It's truly amazing. So surprise question: what is one gem of Southwestern Illinois? So gem, GEM, that you think people should know about when it comes to the workforce or businesses or whatever you guys. What's one gem you guys think? Surprise
I think one of the crowning things in our area is the apprenticeship academy that West Star Aviation started. They've had great success over the last several years. Aviation is a growing industry in our area. Again, it's something very creative, but I think the bigger gem is the partnerships in this area. I mean, we go around the state, around the country. People work well together in this area. It's not about how do I get credit for this, it's what's the end result, how are we affecting things. So, I mean, I think that is the ultimate gem in this area is people working together. This department does nothing alone. It's all about partnerships here. We can do nothing by ourselves. So we have to have those partners and we have to believe in those partners and they have to believe in us.
And I think that's a takeaway for businesses to remember. If you're not sure what you need, reach out to us because we might be able to help you identify something that you would have never thought of that could change your impact in business.
100%. So, well, thank you guys very much for your time and thank you for everything you guys do. You guys do amazing work and we truly appreciate it all. So, thank you guys so much.